Thy family, may the peace and the abundance of the Most High, of the ancestors, the protection and the love of the ancestors be a living reality and experience for you, because it has truly changed my life. If there's anything I would want my best friend to experience, it would be living on spiritual time, guided by the ancestors, guided by the ancient ones, spotlighted by the Most High. And that is the reality that we are moving into in the new earth. I really do pray that you are well, family. I really pray that you're taking very seriously creating your own narrative about what this world is about, what is going on here, family, because now things are starting to expand. And, Babylon is self destructing their matrix. How are you going to get out? If you don't even believe in the ancestors, if you think the ancestors are weird, or if you're waiting on some Mzungu Jesus to come save your life, what's going to happen? Because we're being forced to, for us who have done the spiritual work, we're reaching that point now where we have to prepare our hearts and our souls for what I call, an alien encounter, like to meet other beings who will be instrumental in helping us survive the so-called apocalypse that, the psychopathic rulers of this current age are trying to, create by any means necessary. It keeps being stopped. The group consciousness doesn't want it. The angelic realm and all the spiritual beings that are surrounding us at this time don't want it. So it's proving very hard for the New World Order to roll out to their New World Order, which is why you didn't see another lockdown in 2022, for example. They're hinting at all these like climate change lockdown and this and that, trying to tap in or to capture people's attention, but it's not working, family. And I've gotten a lot of questions from some people in Eastern Africa who were talking about how the Pope was supposed to go to the Democratic Republic of Congo at the end of January, and you guys wanted my thoughts on that. But before we even get into that, family, special shout out to our Patreon family. Thank you so much for supporting us on that platform. We appreciate, love you so much. Definitely consider supporting us on that platform, or even supporting the show with a love donation, or by purchasing the new theme song for the show, which many of you requested and we've made available in the links below. So, and we're so grateful for everyone who has bought it. Thank you so much, family. It's really making us start to reconsider, going back into our music fully, especially in this new dispensation. But those are stories for other days. So, family, the reason I don't even feel that it is relevant anymore that the Pope is going to Congo at the end of January. They've run out of time. If he was going last year when we stopped it collectively, like with our consciousness, we hadn't anchored in. But through the last month and a bit of January, we anchored in, family, into the new earth. Enough of us anchored into the new earth where we have changed history forever. Enough of us called in our ancient ones, our ancestors, beings from other cosmic realms, and just them coming in shifted the frequency forever in a way that it can't be shifted back. And so, you've seen the Pope, not even to laugh at him, but he's in such poor health, family. Even if it's the skull hat that he's trying to pass on, because, there's several people who wrote to me from Congo saying that, of course, Congo is very important in the grander story of things, in the grander story of our story, our Adam and Eve story, or whatever you want to call it, in the grander story of the Wakandas. I'm starting to believe it's not just one Wakanda. There were probably at least 7 Wakandas, or are, not were. There are at least 7 Wakandas across the motherland. That's all I'm permitted to say, family. And it will be important to attune yourself to a higher vibration, so that if sugar hits the fan, these Wakandas may give you a place to stay, while we go through the apocalypse and the world is reset. Maybe those are the so-called ships, or the Noah's Arks. Anyway, let me not even, maybe I'll do a separate show on that. That's not even why I'm here today, because I actually came just to say it's irrelevant that the Pope is going to Congo. It doesn't matter whether they make the next Pope a black Pope, an African Pope. It's already too late. They're still going to play with because the people they've captured, they've captured. And I don't know if you've been talking, if you had a chance over the holidays to talk to some of your less enlightened relatives or friends, and you just saw like they're too far gone on their path, just like you're too far gone on your path. You guys aren't even meeting. It's so even hard to even have a conversation. But I would want to give a cautionary tale, family, because right now there is nothing that is holding Africa hostage. There's nothing that is holding Africa back but our mindset and our mentality, especially the religious psychosis. And another thing that is doing a lot of damage, family, is allowing certain negative stories that profit the enemy to go viral when they don't need to go viral. It's keeping people in a loop of, oh, Ghana president said this, oh, Kagame said, they've been saying that. And making those conversations still go viral, because then we're still stuck in defending ourselves. When now we're creating a new world. We've left them that one. We've left them that one. We're creating a new earth. We're no longer there. But every time we're entertaining these lower level stories, especially as a high vibrational being, family, for us who have done the spiritual work and are now moving on another level, we really can't afford to give some of these things attention because we have the power to give it life. And so be careful the narratives you share, because sometimes, it's a thin line, family. Let me put it like this. It's a very thin line between exposing Babylon and shutting Babylon down and actually giving Babylon power through attention. And this is the game Babylon has always played with us, where they'll risk telling us something, knowing we could shut it down consciously, but knowing at the same time they can also feed on us and we can also make it go crazy viral. And they can take advantage of us on that level spiritually. So be careful what you give your attention to, because your attention is what determines your direction, family. It's what is determining where you're going. And we need to graduate from making certain stories about Africa go viral. We all know the situation. And for those who are doing something about it, they're creating the new. They're creating the new communities that they've been talking about. They're creating the new networks that they've been talking about. So they've taken all that energy that they took to awaken Africa and expose what was being done, and now they're directing it into creating an alternative. And that's where you should be directing your energy. And it's happening on a spiritual level. I'm doing my bit here. There's someone in Ghana doing their bit. There's someone in Nigeria doing their bit. There's someone in Mozambique doing their bit. And it's like, I feel like it's all being orchestrated, even though we've never met, even though we don't see each other. It's all being orchestrated on such a high level, family, that one day it will just emerge and come together. But those are stories for other days. Definitely consider supporting us through Patreon or a love donation, or by purchasing one of our ringtones or our latest theme song, Change My Mind. Tuko pamoja.
Hear a clarion call. It's time to rise and shine. Time to get what's mine, yeah. And I want it all, beyond the riches of the world, to the promises of God for my life. So I'm saying goodbye